Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Comfy Org stream. I'm Pers, and I'm here with Julian, and we are here to play with a really cool Qwen Image Edit 2509 Light Migration LoRa by DX. Let me get the numbers right. DX. Oh no, I have too many windows up now.
I'll tell you right
dx8152 8152 dx8152. So it's a Qwen Image Edit LoRa. It will be on the cloud very soon. I just added it to the list, so it'll get ingested very soon. So I'll attach the cloud workflow to this YouTube video in the description so that you'll be able to just go in and use this right away. But there are other LoRa's on the cloud and available to you that do very similar things. So this will be more of a just like, how do I use a Qwen Image 2509 LoRa? And then that'll just open you up to be able to play with any of the LoRa's that you see that you want to try out, because lots of really cool tasks and stuff are available through Qwen Image Edit, because it's a very smart model. It's what they call a contextual model. It can do editing and it can do tasks. You can teach it things. It's very cool. In this case, DX. Did I do it again? dx8152 figured out how to make it relight a scene based on the initial image and then a relit scene. So let me switch over here, show you what I'm talking about. We have, as you can see here on the left, the top left is the source image in these grids, and the bottom left is the image I'm using to relight, and the big image on the right on these grids is the actual final image. Yeah, the result. So as you can see, very cool, very powerful, and very easy to use, actually. So we're just going to walk through building the whole workflow and how you can whack some LoRa's together and make some really cool stuff with Qwen Image Edit 2509, both locally and on the cloud. So welcome. Let's jump over to ComfyUI. Let me switch over to my thing. Screen share. Okay, here we are. As you can see, this is the workflow. This is just a regular Qwen Image Edit 2509, or really an image generation workflow, just like you'd see in any other situation. A lot of the times they're going to be subgraph down now, so they'll be actually like a lot easier to use, to be like maybe one or two nodes. This is the whole thing, and we're actually going to rebuild this thing from scratch so you can see how all the parts stick together. And then when we're done, Julian's going to run it on his machine because he's got a big fat GPU. And I have trouble running this one and streaming, but it does work great when I'm not streaming locally. So, your mileage may vary on that. Let's look at the workflow really quick, and then we'll break it apart and just rebuild the whole thing. First off, we're loading the Qwen Image Edit 2509 FP8 E4M 3FN safe tensors file, which is our base checkpoint. And if you don't have a ginormous GPU, like a 96 gig GPU, you're going to want to set your weight D type here to FP8 E4M 3FN. And if you have a 3090, you're going to want to get the E5 M2 version. But if you have a 40 or above series, the E4M 3FNs are fine. After that, we have two more LoRa loaders. We have the Lightning 8-step LoRa for Qwen Image Edit, which makes it basically diffuse in 8 steps instead of 20. Much faster image generation. And finally, the Qwen Image Edit 2509 Light Migration LoRa. The link is in the description if you want to grab it and just throw it in your models folder. Sorry, LoRa's folder. It goes in your LoRa's folder. All these go in your LoRa's folder, except for this one. This goes in your, I was going to say checkpoints folder, but it's your diffusion models folder. All right, then we need our clip, which is the Qwen 2.5 VL7B FP8 scaled. And when you go to load this workflow after I post it, all these things should just come up, and you'll be able to kind of just, select them and download them. But if you're missing them, you can go grab them. Just Google these names: Qwen 2.5 VL7B FP8 scaled and the Qwen Image VAE. Also, if you just load a simple Qwen Image Edit 2509 image generation workflow from our image generation system here, where is it? Yeah, this one. This is basically the same thing, and then we can just swap out the LoRa's. So don't worry about it. We're just walking through it so you can understand it all. But there's ways to just get going with this stuff. Don't sweat it. So that's our VAE, our clip, and our model, and our LoRa's. Those are all the building blocks we need to actually do inference. We have our two images. We have our source image and our lighting image. This prompt is translated. All it is I'll show you. Translate. Using the reference hue, remove the original lighting in figure 1 and relight figure 1 with reference to the lighting and hue in figure 2. So it's just a translation of take the lighting from image 1, or sorry, lighting from image 2 and apply it to image 1. So you could probably just rewrite this however you like. I just find this prompt works. So it was probably trained with this as a trigger phrase. This particular chunk, this prompt here, that's on the page for this one here. This is the link that's in the description. This is the model card for the LoRa that we're using today. And if you scroll down, the default suggestion word, this is the prompt right here. So just copy and paste this phrase and just drop it in your prompt. Okay. And yeah, you see we plugged image 1 into image 1 and image 2 into image 2, and we've resized them both to 1 megapixel. I'm going to go into this deeper when I rebuild it, but this is just to make sure everything stays sane on the input side, because we're actually encoding image 1 as our canvas to dream on. So you want to make sure you're not putting in like a 4K image or something. You just cook your GPU, because that's no good. So you need to make sure the size is reasonable on the way in. That's why we're using these image scale to total pixels nodes to make sure they're around 1K on the way in. So our generation will always be, 1K on the widest axis. Which means it'll kind of just inherit the aspect ratio of the first image, which is what we want. All right, cool. K sampler, VAE encode, VAE decode, all the same stuff. We're doing 9. I like to do 9 steps on an 8-step LoRa. It just feels right. 8 is fine too. CFG of 1, because we're using a distilled LoRa. If you were to remove this or bypass this LoRa and set your CFG to around 4 or 5 and set your steps to 20, you will get a better looking image, but it will take longer to generate. So that's entirely up to you. Just for the brevity's sake, I kind of like to use the lightning LoRa's, and then when I'm got what I really like, then I'll punch it. New LoRa on the Hugging Face. Yes, that's the one. It has got the file name is not English. Just rename it. That's what I did. Okay, and that's everything. So let's jump over to Julian, and he'll run a couple, and you can see how it works, and then we'll rebuild it.
Yeah, I've been quiet because I've been like making a bunch of them as you speak.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So let's switch over to your screen there.
Okay, so I'm gonna also open the ones that have been generating. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm using the same. Will you see my screen, right, first? Yep. Okay,
yep.
Cool.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so yeah, I have the same exact workflow, and I'm just making a bunch of experiments right now, just literally. And let's see which ones I can show you. Pulling up on the side here.
Again, we will have this.
Okay,
this LoRa on. We will have this LoRa on cloud very soon. I wanted to have it on for the stream. We didn't have time to get it on, but soon.
Some of them will work better. I think, like, I'm sure, Spurs, you've experienced that, but from my few tests right now, some of them work better than others, and the ones that don't necessarily work make sense. It's kind of like, I mean, it's I'm trying to make it do something that makes no sense,
Yeah, so, it's yeah.
But let's see.
It's also AI at the end of the day. But this is a task LoRa. It is designed to do,
Here, I have some good ones here to show. Here, let me just open on a new window so I can drag and drop the images here. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. So that was the input, that was the
Mm.
light, and the light got applied here. So that was one that I liked. While this is cooking, let me see if I find more that are
Yeah,
cool.
so this is like very powerful workflow when you have a scene that you like, but the lighting's not right. Oh, that's really cool. I
Yeah.
like that one.
Oh yeah, this one's cool.
It just turned that whole scene all cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you want to change the mood of a shot by just changing the lighting, but maintaining the identity and all the other things of
Oh
the
yeah.
image. This is.
Watch this one. This one was really cool. Let me open it. Yep.
Ew, I like how it's coming out of the skin like that. It's creepy.
Yep. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it didn't know what to do, kind of, but it did a really good
It
job.
did a thing that is super cool.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
very
let's,
cool.
while it's still cooking, let me see if I can find more cool ones. Yeah, this one was pretty cool too. I mean, it's a lot of repeats, but I'm just experimenting.
Oh
Let me
yeah,
see.
it really did the swath of light across the
Mm-hmm.
eyes. That's
And
great.
he did a great job to remove the blue hue as well. I just noticed that. It's
Yeah, because if you look at the phrasing of the prompt, it
mm-hmm.
says remove the lighting from the first image and then apply the lighting from the second image.
Yeah.
So I think that makes a big difference.
Oh, I have a good
Well,
one.
that's cool. It definitely took on like the hue.
Yeah, it took on
Do
the
you think
hue.
it's hold on? Do you think it's better to relight before posing or pose and then relight as the final step? Um, well, if you relight and you like it, then you're done, I guess. So yeah,
Yeah, there's this one
doesn't
too.
really matter where you do it anymore with AI. You
Look at
could
this
relight
one.
at any stage. Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, this one I liked a lot.
Love that.
Let me see. Yeah, this one was pretty cool as well. Pretty trippy.
It didn't get rid of the water uh,
Yeah.
stuff though. The what do you caustics? There it is.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
This one was interesting too. Like it kept up
Oh,
the
that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like did a blend.
I wonder if you just started like whacking seeds with that, if it would like
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one was really cool too. Again, this one was a kind of an interesting mix.
Nice. GGen 5, and for anyone else who just joined us, today we are playing with a Relighting LoRA by, hold on, I have it, dx8152. It was for Qwen Image Edit 2509, and it allows you to take the image on the top left is our source image. The image
Mm-hmm.
on the bottom right. Oh, can you just go back to that real quick?
Oops, sorry, my bad.
That's
There.
okay.
Yep.
Sure.
There.
So the image from the bottom left is our lighting source, and then we're combining the lighting and the original image to apply the lighting from the second image to the first image. So it's for relighting scenes or images that you've made with anything really.
Mm-hmm.
You can even relight stuff you've made with other apps, which is cool. Like, if you've made something with 3D software and the lighting sucks, and you like maybe you don't have the project or you don't want to deal with it, you could relight your scenes, with this and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Now I'm gonna try some weird stuff. Let's see what happens when we do some cartoony. This. Let's try that. Oh, actually, I'm curious about that one too.
No, ComfyUI does a lot more than images. It's for videos, and it can also do audio. It can do pretty much everything, multimodal. It can
Automation.
use automation, LLMs, all that kind of fun stuff, and then
Whoa.
mash it all together. It's basically like just smashing Python stuff together.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, I did not expect that. Well, that is impressive actually.
Mm-hmm.
It made a completely new image, and it's not even the same vibe, but it's great as well in its own rights.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And you see what I decided to try here is to just go from something that's not lit to something that's actually fully lit, and let's see what. Oh wow, yeah, I did it.
That zombie's at his job. It's like industrial corporate lighting.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with.
you can build cyber workflows with Comfy. That's
How about
correct.
this
Yeah.
now? I'm going crazy.
What's up, Make It Rad?
Yeah, it's fun. Like because I think you can start smashing things that don't even necessarily belong together.
Yeah. And if you guys look on cloud, if you basically rebuild this workflow, and then when you go to the Qwen Image Edit LoRa's, there's a bunch of Qwen Image Edit 2509 task LoRa's that do stuff like this. So explore them and play with them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this one didn't do anything special. That makes sense.
And this stuff's all also, you can do this all locally as well.
Mhm.
There are GGUF versions as well for people with like less than 16, 12 gigs of VRAM. Please investigate that. GGUF nodes load GGUF models. GGUF models are like smaller versions of the models. They're quantized down. The quality takes a slight hit, but you are then able to actually use them on your GPU. So definitely worth investigating if you have not enough VRAM to do this, but you're super interested in trying it. There's usually a way around. So yeah, dive in. Reddit, Discord, just Google GGUF and ComfyUI.
Yeah, this one.
That one just got rid of the lighting. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying some
It
weird
actually
stuff
kind
now.
of did exactly what it asked for here because it
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Because it's lighting. I have to remember this. It's lighting, not style. It's lighting. So
This workflow is
ooh.
in Comfy. If you just load up the, I'll show you, or maybe Julian can show you. If he clicks on templates on the left,
Oops. Bear with
and in
me.
the middle on the left,
Yes,
down at the
sir.
bottom.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is the, so if you click on image under generation type, this is the Qwen Image Edit 2509. Don't actually click on it, but it's the sixth one in the list. Oh,
Or you can
well,
just
yeah.
type. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the base for this, and all you would have to do is just add one more of these LoRa loaders. But when Julian's done here, we're going to rebuild this entire workflow together, so you'll get to see how it works.
Done.
Ggen, what's the most I can do with 5090 9950X with 96 gigs? You can do everything. Congrats. You can basically do everything you can do with diffusion. Pretty great.
The world is
You're
your
gonna have a
oyster.
great time. Yeah. All right, let's build this workflow. Let's quit dancing around it. Let me switch over. Boink, boink. All right. Boink. Oh,
It's gone. What have you
that's
done?
okay. All right, we're gonna start fresh. So, again, if you want to just start, you can go here, go to image, open up a Qwen Image Edit 2509 workflow. And these will come up and you can download them. And then after you've downloaded these files, if you don't already have them, there's a little guide here on the left that tells you exactly what folders they're supposed to go in. Go put those files in the folders and you're off to the races. And now, the next thing we are going to do is you're going to see this here. So we've got our diffusion model and then we've got our LoRa loader model only. So if you just want to adjust this workflow to make it work, all you have to do is unbypass this because we're going to add the 4-step LoRa. We're going to change it to 4 steps. We're going to change the CFG to 1. If you need a refresher on that, this information is down here. With the 4-step LoRa, 4 steps, 1 CFG. Sorry, let me zoom in a bit on that. With the 4-step LoRa, 4 steps, 1 CFG. Original is 20, 2.5. The Qwen team recommends 50 at a CFG of 4. These look great, but they take forever. So let's do this one. So we're going to leave that LoRa on, set it to 4, 1. We're good to go. Then over here, we're going to add one more LoRa loader. So let's drag this out and type LoRa loader, model only. And that's going to give us another LoRa loader. And this is the one where we load our light migration. Did I even download it? There it is, light migration. So then that's it. And then this, you just look and see where model goes. It goes to model sampling aura flow. So we'll just plug that in. And we've just routed another LoRa loader into the mix here. So these LoRa's are stackable. You could just keep smashing them together. In this case, this is all we need to do. And then just edit that prompt with that thing from right here. Like I said, just grab that, paste it in here. And then this workflow is now the workflow that we were doing. Basically, same thing. Image 1, unbypass image 2, and you're good to go. Plug them in, go. But we're going to rebuild this all just so like you get a more deep, concrete understanding of what we're we're doing here. Okay, so from a fresh Comfy, we're going to add a node called Load Diffusion Model. And to add a new node, I just double click on the inside of the canvas, and the model or the node searcher comes up. And I want Load Diffusion Model. Load Diffusion Model. Let's open this up a bit. So here's our very first node. We're going to add the one, in this case, we want Qwen Image Edit 2509. And on my machine, I'm going to use FP8 E4M 3FN. You should too. Okay. Next, we need our LoRa loader. So we'll do LoRa loader model only. So these are the LoRas that sort of enhance our base model and give them functionality. So the first one we're adding, Lightning, or Lightning 4-step, Qwen Image Edit. Actually, we'll do the 8-step. So the Qwen Image Edit 2509 Lightning 8-step. This model lets us go into do it for 8 steps instead of 4 steps. So the quality is a little better. We're going to use that one. Next, we've already made this node, so we can actually Control-C, Control-V, and just copy and paste nodes. So do that instead of adding them all the time. And then we're going to route this one into this one. So if we look at this from a purely, mathematical way, it's just going like a water wheel, bonk, 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 like diffusion model into the LoRa loader, because this model is being passed through all these things and being adjusted by all these things. So let's get all this together. That's why they're just sort of stacked together, because this becomes almost one unit. You can think of this as your model loader stack. We need 3 things, basically. We need model, we need clip, and we need VAE in order. And we also need a few other things, but that's basically the guts of the models. So we're going to load clip. We're going to clip loader. And we're going to load the Qwen 2.5 VL. You can leave type as stable diffusion. That's fine. That's just a default thing. And we just have a clip. We also need the VAE. So we're going to load VAE. And the one you'll use for this, I believe, is called Qwen Image VAE. Yep. Easy peasy. So yeah, grab all that stuff. And like I said, if you need all this stuff, it's in the setup in the template. So go do that. 8-step should be on the cloud. I'll check that tonight if it's not. Okay. So now we have our model, clip, and VAE. So we can actually start cooking and mashing these things together into something. So let's go with model. Let's make a K-sampler, and that's going to be the end of our run. So this is sort of the bookends of our generation. So we have now a positive and negative and a clip. But if you'll notice this, like these colors aren't the same, right? Like clip is like yellow and these guys are kind of orange. There's a reason for that, actually, because clip isn't conditioning. This is conditioning. So we need to make nodes that I believe are called Qwen. Let me find the name here. Qwen texting code Qwen Image Edit Plus. So these nodes here let us actually plug images into the conditioning. So this will become our positive and our negative prompt. So Control-C, Control-V, clip goes in, VAE goes into both of these because we're processing images. The variable audio autoencoder is the thing that will compress and decompress the images in and out of latent space, which allow us to work with them. So when you see VAE, that's for processing images in and out of latent space. When you see clip, that's for like the prompt and general guiding of the model into the place it's going. And purple is the model file itself, the actual library. So the library, the conditioning, and the variable audio encoder. I keep saying audio encoder. Variable audio auto encoders are very important because they're all a little symphony that make the diffusion happen. So yeah, now that we have our positive and negative, we can actually plug those in, positive and negative. And then there's one more node we need, which is our latent image. I think you guys remember, or maybe you don't remember. I said we have to VAE encode our image in as the canvas. So let's do that. We're going to do load image. We're going to type it correctly. All right, we got this one. Let's Control C, Control V. When you guys see me drop another node, that's all I'm doing. Control C, Control V, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And we'll grab a second image. I don't know, this one. Doesn't matter. We're not going to run it because it runs bad on my machine when I'm streaming. So if we start with like, I don't know. No, let's start with, I have a normal image here. We'll start with that one, and then we would end with like, we'd want to make it purple.
Mhm.
So this would be our source image, and this would be our destination image, right? Or rather, the lighting source, source image. So first thing we need to do is grab our image out from these images and add a scale image to total pixels. Scale 2. Yeah. Image scale to total pixels. I always forget the wording. So this node here, we're gonna make it. We're gonna use the Langsgos upscale method. Langsgos and make our megapixels 1. So we're gonna do that twice because we actually want to do that for both of these images. So now we have these sort of 1K image outputs that we can plug into stuff. And I think you all remember I just said we need a VAE encoder. So I'm gonna add that VAE encode.
Mhm.
We're gonna encode the first image, but the VAE encoder requires the VAE. So we got to plug that in. Okay. And then we can actually move this kind of up here because it's almost part of this stuff. And then latent goes into the latent image. So the latent image is the canvas, positive and negative is the conditioning, model is the model chain. Clip is used to drive the conditioning. You can use a different clip model. You can see how all the pieces are starting to come together here. This is pretty much a complete workflow, almost. What we need now is a VAE decoder. So we're going to pop one of those out of the end of our K sampler. You'll notice when I'm doing that, I'm pulling a noodle out, right? And then I'm just dropping the noodle and I'm letting go of my mouse. And that brings up the node searcher, but it's still connected to that noodle that I dropped. So it's going to give me examples of nodes that it's probably going to want to connect to. And in this case, it is actually the VAE decoder I want. So I can just click that. And that's like a really easy way to, add nodes in Comfy. Yeah. And yeah. And to see what works with the node, with the output at a glance, because it's filtering our inputs by the latent, which is the model. All right. Or the canvas rather. So the latent image, we are going to VAE decode it because it's in latent space into an image, and we're going to save image. So yeah, that's like pretty much the whole thing. The VAE gets plugged in.
Yep. Yeah, you need to load the VAE.
And then the other thing we need to do is plug these images into image 1 and image 2. So image 1, image 2 into the positive, and image 1 and image 2 into the negative. And the other thing you have to do is just grab that prompt from the Hugging Face and drop that in here. And this actually is done.
Yep, I have no negative. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So yeah, that's the whole workflow. Let me maybe move these over here. Yeah. So we have our images. They're scaled to 1 megapixel. We're loading all of our models. We're feeding the prompt in. We're feeding the images in to our conditioning. We're telling it what we want to do with the images, which is the prompt in simplified Chinese. And then we have K sampler, which I need to actually set here. We have 8 steps, or 9 in our case here, and 1. We're going to CFG of 1 whenever you're using a Lightning LoRA. And that's actually it. This will just work if you were to run it. It won't work on mine because it'll make my stream all crashy. But this is the gist of it. This is the whole workflow, and this is how you would build it. And the other cool thing is once you have a workflow like this, you don't need to have it in this format anymore. You can take this. All you'd really want is your output and like 2 image inputs maybe, and just grab all the middle and right click and convert to subgraph. And then we have this node that is just this whole workflow in one go.
Looks so clean.
Oh, actually, these are slightly out of order.
Yeah, they are actually interesting.
That would be very confusing. back out here and then plug you into here. You into here. All right, cool. That was just a little personal management there because that would have driven me
Yeah.
insane.
And first, I'm sure you show that all the time, but inside the subgraphs, you can rename the input node name and
Yeah.
output.
So if you click on the subgraph and then click this little panel on the right, where'd it go? Oh, do I not have this version? I might need to update.
I do it inside the subgraph, and I double click on the image or image_1 on the left
Yeah,
hand side.
of course. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can do it here, but there's also there should be a sidebar. I think I just need to update my Comfy. I might have been doing it on the
Fancy.
cloud. But yeah, you can go in and edit all these inputs and things like that for the subgraph. But yeah, that's the whole point for here. We're just going to drop the prompt in as well because it's just easier on the brain. Just grab that, plug the prompt in, and then we go back out of the workflow. We can just drop the prompt in there. Image 1, image 2. And then we can call this Qwen Image Edit 2509 Relighting.
Boom.
And we have like this whole workflow in one node. Basically, you could plug 2 images in and it'll just relight them. And that's the whole workflow.
It's a nice and straightforward one. It's a good one to learn, honestly.
It is because it's very expandable. You can take this and so like once you have one, right? Now I have a workflow that does 2. So I just drop 2 more images in and then, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe I want to relight the final result with another image. So that would just be like adding it here as image 1 and then adding an image like with another style here as image 1 and then sending that image out. So you could keep branching these workflows out, keep building things. You could send it into animate like a video, image to video. You could send it into anything. It's super fun. Get variations on the new image from Nano Banana, or get variations on the new image from Qwen Image Edit itself. All these models can kind of do everything. It's kind of great. All right, let's jump back over to yours there, Julian. You can actually see it do some stuff.
Yeah, so let's see. Right on. Let's see if I can find some more images to try. Yeah, I haven't played with this one at all yet. Let's see. Here, I like this idea. Let's try that. I've had like good luck with this one too. I like this one. So, running these two.
Yeah, I like when it adds like blinds in the background.
Yeah, me too. The next one should do it, I assume.
Can you create a workflow that creates cooking recipes based on the mood of an image? No, but I bet Nano Banana could just do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I bet if you just fed it an image and asked for that, it would do it.
Oh, I did it, and it took them away. Interesting. Still creates a mood. I say it started to do the lines in the back, and then on the next step of diffusion, it removed them.
Oh, that's weird.
How about this one? I'm going to try this one with that should not work, but I'm going to try anyways. See what happens. Oh, actually, here, that's an interesting case too, where an image is kind of like dark, and I want to relight the whole scene. So I'm going to see what happens with this one. Should be interesting.
Cool.
Oh, and Pers, Pers put together like a stitch, so you can see like the, like I don't know if he.
Oh yeah, I should have showed you guys how to do that. When you're doing stuff like this, where you want to compare images, all you have to do is add a node called Image Stitch. It's a Comfy Core node. and you will see the settings down, right, up, down, right, up, left. And then basically, all you have to do is plug in two images
Mhm.
and say, I want an image down. So it'll be like image one on the top, image two on the bottom. If you set up, it would be image one on the bottom, image two on the top, et cetera, et cetera. You can do that to make grids of images, and that's all I did here. So it's the source images on top of each other beside the final
Mhm.
image. And you can set borders and colors and stuff like that if you want.
I'm cooking two more now just to see. Oh, this one's gonna be good, I think.
I did the request.
Ooh, I like that.
So I created a recipe infographic based on the mood of this image. So we took this image here and we made an infographic
Oh, you
thing.
did. Okay.
It'll be it looks like some delicious tiramisu sorbet thing. So 2 cups of fresh blackberries, 1 cup of dark cherries pitted, half cup of sugar, 1 cup of heavy cream powder and chocolate shavings. Simmer berries and sugar until thick. Bloom the gelatin, whip, fold the berry mixture into whipped cream, chill for 4 hours. Lovely. Serve chilled, yields 4 servings, and enjoy in the shadows. So I
Sounds,
would say it nailed it.
sounds kind of delicious, if you ask me.
I kind of want one. Like what is it? Blueberry, blackberry, cherry, chocolate,
Ooh, I can. Oh, yeah.
mousse. Yeah, I'm into it.
I kind of want you to do another one now.
Yeah, we'll try one more.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm in a sense like a birthday cake kind of vibe.
Yeah. So yeah, another some other cool stuff happened. We didn't even talk about. Uh, what's it called? Oh, my brain just shut off. That's crazy. He was right there.
What were you trying to say?
I can't remember.
Oh, it's
Rain and
drink.
spark elixir. Gather the elements. Oh yeah. Okay, this is actually really cool.
Wow, I like it.
Very cool. All right, let me jump back over to yours.
Oh yeah. So what did you do?
I'll try and remember what.
I did 2. Here output.
That one did good actually. That one did really good.
Yep. And I'm curious to see the. I mean, you're seeing this one. Oh yeah, the one before you didn't see, and it was this. I'll show you. I liked it a lot. This one was good. I think this does a good job because it's really like if you have an image that's lit and then you put it this one where there is no light except for a little band, it just does. It seems to be doing good every time.
Oh, I remembered. I remembered what I was going to say. The Ubisoft thing. Ubisoft La Forge dropped their PBR material model called Chord,
Hmm.
and it makes procedural materials from images that you can then put on objects in 3D space. So, making textures for video games, making textures for Blender, making textures for Unreal Engine. All you do that all with Comfy now. We might do some of that on Friday. But if you check the Comfy blog, there's lots of information on it today, and you can go play with it. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, Ubisoft is made the best games ever with Rayman. Oh, we'll never forget these games. Yeah, I'm trying to reverse. Let's see if I can go back the other way. Oh no! Sometimes I've noticed. I don't know if you notice. It does that sometimes, where it actually doesn't know what to do, and it just outputs the relighting image altogether.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a open source
Yeah,
model
it's my
doing its
fault though.
thing. But the point is sometimes it's probably going to fail. That's not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not an indictment of the model. It's not an
No,
indictment
it's just me. I'm
of
doing
the
stuff that
job.
makes no sense.
Yeah, but when it really does, when you need it to do the thing, it really seems to do the thing. So that's pretty cool.
100%.
And I really think if you kept running this, it would probably just eventually do it. Or if you started
I'm curious.
maybe adjusting the prompts or using slightly different images. I
This
think
is.
the other image with your the other issue with your image on the right there is you can't really see the face too well.
Uh-huh.
So I think that might be part of it. I'm not sure.
I'm doing this on purpose, where I basically fed the same image that it came from, and I want to see if it relights the back to what it was. Just curious. Just me experimenting.
Doesn't look like it.
No. Here, let's try this one too. I'm curious. These are the kind of models where you can have so much fun just like playing around and testing things.
Yeah, I got some really great results out of it earlier.
It's very experimental in a good way. How about this and that? Oh yeah, perfect. Yep, exactly.
Oh wow.
It goes pretty fast on my card. Oh, I like this.
Yeah, if I ever need to make somebody at the nightclub look way more dramatic, I'm gonna use
Yeah.
this.
And you know what's cool, Purse, too, is think about it. You can literally just build a system where you, like you showed, you have the two subgraphs where you take the same image and different relighting images, and then you get those two generations, right? And then you feed these two in 2.2 for first frame, last frame, and then here you go. You get like a cool animation
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
lighting
for
change.
sure.
Ooh,
Yeah. That's
very
really
dramatic.
cool. Yeah, friends. I mean, this is not a really hard thing to do. So, go play with it. um, we can just keep, making examples all day, but this is basically what it does.
Any
Um,
questions? Yeah.
yeah, has anybody got any questions? I'll jump over and show you some more of the ones I was
Let's see
making
what this one.
earlier.
Yeah. Oh, this one's cool.
Let me switch over to wrong window. Here we go. Yeah. So yeah, here's one. Again, source image top left, lighting image bottom left. Final result there. Some of these are really good. Really, really, really good. This one, I love
Ooh.
this one. A really good job. This is cool. This is great because it really got the caustics on her face and on her shoulder. Cool.
There's nice
This one
grain.
was interesting.
Oh, whoa.
I thought it would do more like of the blue and the yellow, but I like what it did. I think it's pretty neat. This thing, it might not actually sometimes do exactly what you wanted, but like I love this result, so who cares?
Yeah.
This one's really cool too. I love how warm the lighting is.
That's a cool
From
use case.
the like
I know you, Eduardo, by the way. Sorry.
architectural projects simulating a time lapse of interior lighting. Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sometimes it doesn't like exactly nail the color, like the colors, but it's very good at gathering the aesthetic and really trying to it really swings for it, which is all you can ask for, I think. Yeah, I'm super impressed with this model.
Yeah, nice and easy, good results. It's fun to use.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we'll get the model on cloud ASAP. And again, there are more Qwen Image Edit task LoRa's on the cloud you can go play with, just like this one. I think there's even some relighting ones there already. This is just the newest one. But yeah, we'll have it on as soon as we can. And we appreciate you guys hanging out with us every week while we play with all this fun stuff. I mean, what a cool thing to do, to get to play with, like just relighting stuff. Like, I don't know. I come from like Blender and After Effects and stuff like that. And like, you can relight a 3D scene, but you can't relight life. And now you can. So cool.
It's crazy. What a time to be alive.
Okay. Thanks, Lars. I'll add it tonight. Lars let us know that we only have the 4-step Qwen Image Edit LoRa on there. So we'll pop that on there tonight. Thank you, Lars. Does the second image need to show a person? No. The second image can be anything you want to light the scene like. So the first image is important because that's the source. That's the thing you are lighting. But the second image can actually be anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing stuff with just like, paint on a wall, and it would just do, but all it was doing really was just changing it's almost like an Instagram filter of that color palette. So it really is designed to do like dramatic lighting. So one of the other things you could do is just like go on ChatGPT and say, I want like 25 prompts, new line separated of really dramatic lighting shots, and then just feed those through Z Image or even Qwen Image Edit 2509 as a text to image. And make yourself a bunch of stuff to play with, and then start playing with like the stuff that Julian was playing with was just a folder of Z image stuff that I made today. So yeah, easy peasy.
No, it's a fun one.
Lemon squeezy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool stuff. Well, friends, that's pretty much it. If you have questions, you have stuff you want to talk about, please hit up the Discord. Let us know. Otherwise, thanks for coming out every week, and we'll be back on Friday with some more crazy stuff. And Phil will be back with us. He's fresh from being on CBS. That's pretty cool. So he'll talk about that and like actual CBS. Pretty crazy. Comfy's in the news, y'all. All right. Yeah. Just double checking. All right, cool. Thanks, friends. Much love. Take it easy, and we'll see you all real soon.
See ya. Have a good week.
Bye bye.